Welcome, welcome, Aquarius. We're going to get into your tarot card reading in just a minute. But first, hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. Go ahead and click the bell so you don't miss out on your future readings. Other than that, we are going to get into this reading. Please check back on the YouTube channel of Hangman Tarot and check out your general predictions for January. This is going to be your love reading, so make sure that you go check those out. All right, here we go. I'm going to get into your oracle energy here first, Aquarius. We're going to find out what the universe needs you to know, or what we need to know a little bit further about you before we begin this reading. Okay. In a place of forgiveness, and this is for yourself, okay? So that's kind of the situation energetically, just in a healing space, obviously, and just taking an opportunity to be selfless, to add into your self-care, whatever it is that you may or may not be doing. But this is just a moment in which you get full, positive reinforcement back that, yes, you're in a place of forgiveness of your own self even. Anything kind of surrounding this is just a little bit of a reminder that calm is okay. Quiet it's strong. There's a strength in being calm. There's a strength in being, silent and waiting until you say something very important. I feel like calm is not a weakness. It's a little bit low in energy as far as that. I do think that maybe it's just a good little reminder, especially when you're forgiving yourself, taking some time to, have a little peace with your own self. Let's get into this reading about your love situation. Maybe you're upset, maybe you're eager, maybe you're stressed, or you have a little excitement about something as far as love. Somebody that you're not communicating with, not quite communicating with this person. I do feel like anything kind of around this person is a new normal. So I do feel like you're trying to start some sense of community or a circle or love maybe, or just a partnership. I do think that you know this person, and I just don't know if they know that you're actually coming in with some sort of offer of, a commitment or, gaining access to a pure intention. I mean, maybe just turning around and finding yourself on top of this intention and just excited to start something or build something with this person. But again, I feel like this person's just not really aware that this is actually happening. So they may be a little confused. I think once you guys have a conversation, it'll clear things up. But as of right now, they will feel very upside down. They're going to feel like they're on top of the world, and then they're going to be like, I'm confused. So maybe just give them a little slack. And yes, again, you do have memories with this person, so it won't be much to, get into some sort of a conversation, hopefully. But yeah, you're wanting to nurture this and move ahead, move forward. Anything really rooted here is that this is an experience that you've been wanting to put action into. Something you may have walked away from, or this other person could have walked away from you. But there has been some time and some distance and a couple different moons between the two of you. And it could even be, I feel like there's a lot of passion, even with you kind of like this rooted as you kind of walking away. I just feel like there was a lot of passion no matter what, wherever you were, just kind of watching from afar maybe, or just, examining the experience before you really jumped into the situation. So any kind of speed or power or action is going to be put into this. I think it's going to be a little, a couple more weeks or a week or so here, but I feel like this is definitely a go. Let's find out what was going on in the past though. So in the past, there could have been another person, a third party maybe, or just somebody that you were with. And with this person, there was definitely an experience of not a lot of action. And this could be because you just were bound. You might have been just bound to this person. You might have just been bound to the idea of this person and not looking at anything else here. I do also see, yeah, you definitely weren't able to decide here. Because if you were able to decide, clearly you would have been with this other person already. Because the first person is not usually the person that you're with. It's usually the next one. So again, whoever it is currently you're dealing with who's unaware that you're actually coming in with maybe an offer to nurture or have a conversation about the relationship and about why you walked away, This person, again, will be a little kind of thrown off because in the past there was another person. Okay? This could be a fire sign or an air sign, this other person. And again, this is something you were bound to. It has all to do with any influence around this person. You were bound to this person. And it was like, no matter fucking what, you were like, this is just what I can do today. This is all I can do today. Because you couldn't decide. You were very much in an unclear space. And energetically, it didn't look like you were in a very good mental space either to decide. Okay? Anything that is upcoming in January that you can look forward to with your specific person who is an air sign, or it could be a water sign also. Could be a fire sign. We'll go with that. Okay. So I feel like there was some sort of, almost like maybe they'll think there was deception, or the confusion is that they're like, I thought you were dealing with that person, and maybe they thought you were kind of a trickster anyway. So I feel like any crisis is going to change up a little bit here with a little bit of communication, clearing things up, and understanding, you know, kind of where you were on this end, why you walked away, and the battle that you had, especially the battle that you were dealing with as far as a mental struggle or just exhaustion in general. I feel like there was definitely kind of like an addictions or something making you extremely tired. I'm just feeling very tired right now. So I'm thinking that you weren't really forgiving yourself at that point or nurturing yourself at one point. But I do feel like upcoming you are going to let it all out. You're going to let everything out and explain everything. So this will turn this little conflict between the two of you into a change. I don't think that it's a bad thing at all. I think this is going to be great because the root here, the root reason that, you know, you're even having to have a conversation or to really communicate and express exactly your truth is because of your anxiety, because of thinking that this person wouldn't accept you for, you know, the shadow and for, you know, the good and the bad, you know, the peaceful and the unpeaceful, or the background or the history of whatever you have. I just feel like you were kind of wanting this, but you just didn't know if they would accept you or acknowledge, you know, the circle that you were in, or, you know, you acknowledge their circle. So I do feel like two things will unite definitely by the end of January. Again, you will have a lot of anxiety kind of written around this, but it's also really lit up. It's a beautiful thing. I don't think that you will ever forget what your shadow is, but I think you want to shine the light on the shadow so you can explain further to this person. So a lot of truth and a lot of balance is going to proceed here in January, which is really nice. Yeah. I feel like you definitely are going to know how reliable you actually are. And when you look back on this situation, you're going to be like, I put so much work into this experience. I put so much action into all of these things. I feel like the two of you are going to find some sort of safety together or refuge. So I don't think it's a bad thing at all, no matter what, whether they are considering you reliable source and, you know, taking your hand and, you know, some sort of commitment, or you do it on a solo. You do it solo. I mean, then you can still look at all of this rad shit that you did or you accomplished, especially through business, finances. I feel like you have really worked on some things here, especially your home life too. It's just transforming things and growing things before you proceeded to walk towards this person. So very nice. All right, I am going to get out of here. Please go ahead, hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot if you would. Please and thank you. And if you also wouldn't mind hitting that bell, it's going to make it so that you do not miss any of your notifications. All right. Again, my name is Jordan, and we'll see you later, Aquarius. Have a good night.